Warning, the following video will contain language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, it will contain spoilers from the previous episode of Arrow that featured the revealing of the identity of Prometheus. So if you don't want anything spoiled or ruined for you, stop watching now. Hey guys, Dave here. And you know who it is. I'm Dave, darker than Damien, more savage than Vandal, and this is the Arrow Roast. Now, I know there was no new episode of Arrow this week. Instead, we got the rerun of the episode Second Chances, which I have thoroughly tore a new one. But I wanted to do something a little fun, given that there's a little week break until we get a new episode of Arrow. So, I thought I'd cover an interesting little trope that Arrow has taken, rode hard, and put away wet. And that would be the cliffhanger. Ah, yes, the cliffhanger. Something done in cinema for over 100 years. A way of telling a story, showing a precarious situation, something that the heroes have to try to figure out and find a way out of, holding us in suspense until the next time we see it, usually a week later. Well, this is a tried and true thing. Comic books have done it as well. It's very cinematic in that way of doing it. However, going from its origins to what Arrow has done with it now has turned it from something we look forward to every week into a monkey fucking a football. Case in point. Remember the very first episode of Arrow? Way back when we were still, had that fresh new show scent on it, and we were checking things out. We saw Oliver Queen stranded on that island. We saw what looks like Deathstroke's mask with an arrow through the eye hole. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. What the hell happened on this island? I have to know. And we didn't know until season 2. We found out just how much crap was going on Lian Yu and all this stuff about Mirkuru and all this. And there were good parts the first 2 seasons. However, season 3, things started to go a little pear-shaped. Case in point. Remember that one cliffhanger of the mid-season finale of season 3? Oliver versus Ra's al Ghul. Sword fighting, shirtless, why not, because of Beefcake, on a mountaintop. And what happens? Ra's runs him through, sticks him like a pimp wanting money from his hoe, and Oliver falls off the side of the mountain. So, okay, it looks like the star of the show is now dead. Everyone's all excited. Does this mean we're going to get to see him in the Lazarus Pit? We're going to see the Lazarus Pit? And guess what? No, we don't get that at all. No, we got Katana taking his ass up into a cabin in the woods and using some herbs and plants and stuff that she finds to just as miraculously cure him as the Lazarus Pit would. Now, this is the fucked up part. Now, the CW, I'm starting to notice a very frightening pattern with certain ethnic minorities. Okay, with blacks, they are relatively intelligent, but there are moments where they start to lose their shit. Look at the way John Diggle has been going from the calm, cool, collected guy who happens to be a collected warrior to losing his damn mind every other fucking episode, beating the shit out of bad guys, and losing his temper. This is not a good look. Seriously, why are you doing this? John is a composed guy. Yes, he's been through hell, and he has a right to be angry, but just making him the token angry black guy? Diggle, please. Second, we have people of Hispanic origin. Now, we saw this both on The Flash with Cisco and on Arrow with Renee, a.k.a. Wild Dog. Sorry, I was brain farting on the wannabe Casey Jones. Anyway, both shows have had these characters kidnapped by the bad guy. They put up a brave front, say, I'll never do anything. But as soon as they get a little bit worked over by torture or whatever, they reveal the secret identity of the main hero. What the hell are you trying to tell us, CW? I mean, If you got a friend that happens to have like the name Torres or anything on his name, don't let him know your secret identity, because if they can catch you by the bad guy, you're fucked. Give unto me a fucking break. Now, why am I going into this? Okay, simple. Because of Tatsuya Yamashiro, I believe his name is, aka Katana. Yes, she saved Oliver. She gave him medicine and cured him. Because Asian people plus plants equals magic. Of fucking course. What the hell is it? And, it just got fucking ridiculous. So, this woman, and not only that, how about the fucking time that, she not only had something that was equivalent to the Lazarus Pit, but how about the time when Thea was continually becoming more bloodlusted, and it took a fucking flower that, the magic Asian woman just happened to be guarding? Wow, give unto me a fucking break. How convenient. I'm sorry. Dude, why don't you just start calling them Orientals again? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, you gotta read between the lines here. It just starts to get bad. And the flashbacks. Oh my god, the fucking flashbacks. Okay. It was interesting when there were mysteries in here, the things that we never really got to see much of on the island, or then in China, and then now Russia, and just, it's, yeah. The worst part about you trying to do the cliffhangers there is, you're telling a story about something that happened to a dude in the past. You're trying to build up suspense, and it looks like he's going to possibly die in the next episode. I'm like, oh god, I hope he doesn't. Oh wait, it's a fucking flashback. Of course he survives. It's the same shit as the reason I lost interest in Gotham. It's a prequel. We already know how this story is going to end. Okay, giving the little twist about Penguin being a hiney poker. Okay, that's different. I would never have suspected him having an interest and a relationship with the Riddler. That itself is an enigma. Not something I'm necessarily keen on, but hey, nothing wrong with being gay, nothing wrong with being bi, nothing wrong with being LGBT, so go on with your bad selves. You guys are trying to get your ratings, and it's working for some people. But Arrow continues to just do this shit and drag it out. And let's look at what happened. Adrian, now it's been revealed. Adrian is Prometheus. And he's got Oliver's squeeze, Susan Williams. Well, I should say the squeeze of the day. I mean, basically, she's the equivalent of an orange peel. We're just waiting to get dropped and, used up. I swear to God, Oliver, his biggest weakness is Punani. I think the only reason he hasn't fucked Thea is because it's his sister, and I'm surprised that hasn't stopped him at this point. Seriously, I mean, the guy might deal with a lot of arrows, but you want to look for his greatest weakness, tickle his shaft. That's all I'm saying. So, and, Thea, now she's gone because she started to go a little more dark side like her mommy and daddy, and that's just horrible fucking writing. With everything she's been through, what the fuck are you doing? But now, yes, Adrian looks like he's kidnapped Susan, and will she survive? At this point, given that this woman was so close to revealing Oliver's identity, and he's pussy blinded, I don't know. I mean, should I care about whether or not this woman dies? I'm having a hard time just figuring out if I want to do that anymore. There are so many people that are so pissed off about what's happening. Plus, spoiler alert, apparently coming up in episode 20 of season 5, supposedly there's a rumor that Olicity is going to get back together. Oh, God, it's worse than Ipecac. I'm going to vomit. So, what the fuck? I mean, like I said, Oliver's weakness is Punani. I mean, essentially, if you have a vagina, then you are his kryptonite. You have failed this city? No, he keeps failing that titty. It just gets fucking ridiculous. So, what's going to happen? All I know is with the cliffhangers, I mean, The Flash did it right. Last week we had a double cliffhanger on here. Arrow is bleeding the trope dry, and it's It's starting to suck so bad. If it was a horse, it would have been put out of its misery in season 3. And it's just horrible. I mean, so many times, we left on a cliffhanger about Katie Cassidy coming back. Turns out it was Black Siren, and she got knocked the fuck out by Fei-Fei. Knocked the fuck out by Fei-Fei? No. See, Prometheus, I can try to let slide. The son of a bitch, monkey flips her and gives her the Benoit on her throat so she can't sonic scream. That's fine. But motherfucking Fei-Fei, we waited for weeks, months, for the return of this. So that Katie Cassidy can get knocked the fuck out by Fei-Fei? Arrow, if you keep this shit up, your privileges for cliffhangers will be revoked because no one's going to give a shit. Yes, you're going to be the television equivalent of constipation. No one will give any shits. So please, get it together, guys. Come on. You have moments where you're good, but then you start to suck so hard. You suck like anorexic vampire hookers. It's like a goddamn black hole trying to pull your asshole out of your belly button. It is not quality. There are moments when you start to have a little bit of a nugget, that little piece, which that's the cliffhanger. It looks like it's going to be something good. And then you kick us in the dick with golf cleats again. Seriously, guys, give unto me a fucking break. And we'll have to see what happens in the next episode for Arrow. So, for all my fans, I hope you enjoy this little mini Arrow roast for the cliffhangers that we have used to liked in the past in the show, but they have dragged out so badly that it just needs to be put out of its misery like a crippled, hemorrhaging horse. So what do you guys think? Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, Dave signing off. Peace.